Hi there, this is Alvin with KickstartCommerce.com, and in today's tutorial I would like to share with you a simple WordPress plugin that allows you to list your most popular post. And so I'll show you something that's like it here on my site. So when visitors visit KickstartCommerce.com, you'll notice on the right hand side, if you scroll down, there is a most popular section. And what this is basically a list of my most popular blog posts. So one thing that this does for me is it allows me to know which content is resonating with my website visitors and just the whole reader audience or community in and of itself. And so this is good because it gives me insight to, as I said, what's resonating, but also what I could possibly write in the future as a follow-up. And so this also is a good indicator of which posts are ranking organically in search engines, meaning that if they are ranking in search engines, then Google, for instance, is sending people to this post here about how to fix the cannot decode raw data error that occurs in WordPress from time to time using Safari. And that Safari is a web browser. And so that being said, I love using the most popular posts because when visitors land on a page that's not popular, they're reading, and then they may scroll down to the side and look and go, oh, here are other or additional information that is deemed popular that I may want to read about. So I will show you how to do that on your blog by using a good friend's blog here, EngagingLife'sMoments.com. And so we will add that to the blog here over in the right hand side here. And so we'll refresh and we'll add it right in between the search box as well as the subscribe. That being said, let's jump into the WordPress dashboard, the admin area. And if you go ahead and go to plugins, add new, we'll get to the add new page, and then in the search bar you will want to type in top 10 popular, and there it is. So this is the top 10 popular posts plugin for WordPress. We'll go ahead and install that now. And then we'll click activate. And it is now activated here. And now you can go ahead and select the settings. And then here in your settings, so let's walk through these settings. You can basically enable the trackers, whether it's overall or daily, and then start, counts from midnight, and then it gives you, basically a time of cache. So, hey, how often do you want to update the list? I just leave it as is. It says the number of days at our default period. Let's go ahead and set this to 7, which is like a week. You can also set it to 30 if you wanted to. And then let's see here. Show meta box. It's okay. We'll click save. And then the counter and tracker. So here I choose not to show the number of views for a page. If you wanted to, you could select that and put it on. I choose not to, only because I think it can be distracting at a certain instance, and sometimes people can see it, and so they'll try to game it and basically make you think that you're getting more visitors than possible. So I choose not to show that. As well, it goes track login users, so you can uncheck it to stop tracking login users. Then as well, you can track user groups. So basically by unchecking these boxes here, basically you uncheck above to disable tracking if the current user falls into any one of these groups. And so for instance, I have another video about the WordPress popular post that, in my opinion, I like using the top 10 because you can actually not track, user types that are logged in. So authors, editors, admins, whereas with the WordPress popular post, that's not the case. And so I like this plugin better than the WordPress popular post plugin, meaning that the top 10 is what I like to choose. So once you do that, then let's see here, you can click save, and then over here on the left hand menu you can also go to top 10, and under it you can click popular posts, and it'll start listing the popular posts that are there. And then if you were to click daily popular posts, it will show you the daily popular post. And so let's go ahead and go to appearance, show you how to add the widget. And if you scroll all the way down, there's likely going to be a widget. There it is. So you can have the overall count, or you can have just a popular post here that we'll drag over to our search box and place it right in between our search and our subscription sign up. And so we'll put most popular in here, just like that. We'll set the number to 5, and then the offset, let's say you could offset this by a certain number if you wanted to. If there was a post that you deemed, hey, this post is outdated, but it's the most popular thing, you could offset by just putting in a negative number or even a positive number. So here you say overall, or you can go custom period of time. And so here, this can be confusing because it has days above this one, and what you really want to focus on is days is actually for this box, and then hours is actually for this box. So let's put in 30 days. Do you want to show the count? No. Show excerpt. In this case, I don't. You can also show the author, but since I'm the only one that's I typically write on my blog and no one else, and same thing for my friend's blog here, you don't necessarily have to show the author. You can choose to show the date, although I choose not to, because if a post is a couple years old, that may be a turnoff to individuals. You can choose to have thumbnails inline before the title, or thumbnails inline after the title, or only thumbnails and no text, or no thumbnails and only text. We'll leave it as is. And then we say post types to include. I typically only include post. You can include pages if your website is page intensive or page centric. And click save. And then when we click save, we'll go back to our blog and refresh, and there should be another box that appears in there, which is most popular. And like I said, because we unchecked the admin, authors, and editors box, because I go and view a page, then likely is the case it's not going to count it as a page view. And sure enough, it doesn't. If I were not logged in and I actually clicked one of those posts, then it would capture it here, and it would just show the title, very much like how I have mine here on most popular. And I use the same plugin for my website. So I hope that helps in terms of being able to help you show users, or rather display to users, which content is most popular as well. What I really hope for you is that you can use this to develop different strategies around what follow-up content you can write. And so, for instance, because this was a popular post for me about using the Facebook Graph API to retrieve counts for domains or URLs, I was able to actually write a follow-up about working with the Facebook Graph API. This one here that I'm highlighting uses PHP, whereas I did a follow-up using JavaScript. And so I was teaching people how to code using different languages, basically doing the same thing but a different language. But I wouldn't have had this post had I not had the most popular this most popular plugin available as a widget on my website. So I hope that it helps you to write follow-up content or even get ideas for new content, as well as just start to understand which posts actually resonate the most with your users, from a standpoint of whether you send a newsletter out and people are clicking links and getting over to your website, or you are receiving organic traffic, which I hope you are, traffic from search engines. And so you will then begin to understand which which articles and content or blog posts are resonating the most with your users. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to leave your questions and comments below the video. Please subscribe to Kickstart Commerce. Every Wednesday I drop a new video. Sometimes it's about WordPress post tips and tricks, or oftentimes I will share insight on search marketing to boost your website traffic, as well as from time to time also share domain name investing strategies to help you grow your business. So last but not least, finally, please visit Kickstart Commerce here and sign up or subscribe for the daily scoop. And so you'll receive access to all the need to know domain marketing strategies, auctions, promo codes, other free resources as it relates to WordPress, as well as search marketing ideas to grow your business. So that being said, thanks, and that's all for now.